Try again. All right, we're live. Perfect. All right, welcome everyone to Tabletop Dads. I know we haven't done a video in a long time. My name is Jordan. I'm one of the owners of the channel. I don't know how to word it. We are back. We are hopefully finishing out our one-shot turned mini campaign, Calm Before the Storm. So we have two out of our three party. Our third one, Steve, has just had a baby, so he is at home with the newborn, the halfling, taking care of that. So we'll have these two. They will probably die a fiery death very quickly. But I will let them go ahead and introduce themselves. James, if you want to start, you can introduce yourself, character, anything else you want to throw in there.
I'm James. Well, today I'm Strofeus, a wild mage from the Uthgard tribe. I'm a Dragonborn. Don't know what else there is to introduce.
That's about it.
I was an outcast of the village. Other than that,
they're all Dragonborns of the Cold Stormkin. That is the whole premise of this game. Is everyone's a Dragonborn. Thomas, you want to go ahead and introduce your Dragonborn?
I'm the Dragonborn Ranger, the overseer of livestock and hunts, and I'll be leading the hunt today.
So, catching our way up, what happened is they were chosen, these three, two right now, were chosen for the Great Hunt for the Cold Storm Kin is their tribe. The Great Hunt is yearly when the ice bison come down from the mountains into the plains. They go hunt them for the food source, especially before the long winter comes in. It's a very important thing to be chosen for the Great Hunt. This year, the sage told them that he had a vision of the plains and the mountains and their tribe being consumed by fire, and that on top of the hunt, they would have to seek out and hopefully stop whatever would cause this destruction. They came onto the plains and the lake where the herd of ice bison usually are, and just found destroyed and killed and burnt out carcasses scattering the lakeside. They were able to follow tracks and signs that led them to the ruins of the Smolder. Nope, it wasn't Smolder. That was a different place. What was the name of it? Oh yeah, it was Smolder. Smolder Rock Hollow. Those are runes at the south of their tribe at the end of the mountain range. They went inside. They encountered quite a few traps, a drinking game with a one-armed dwarf statue. They fought a fire giant, and most recently, they found a room half sunken into the water where they nearly died versus a small group of steam methods. But they did escape. They decided to camp out on the little bit of land that was sticking out, and that is where we left them, and that is where we will pick up. So you guys have just killed all of the steam methods.
I ran in late a bit.
Yes, Strofeus came in a little late.
I was
hoping
drinking.
to save the day, but just kind of showed up.
I think I passed out a bit too much drinking.
Yes, the glass can was sorely missed. So now you guys have camped out in the northeast corner of this room. Just to remind you, the room had 7 doors. There was the top northeastern one that you guys are near is a iron portcullis, which is one of those like barred gates, goes up and down. And then the other one that's right near you, you guys have a iron door on the eastern side. All the way at the southeastern edge, there's 2 stone doors. And then there's the one at the southwestern edge that you guys came in. And then in between those 2 southern doors is an archway. Those are all the exits you guys have. You guys are all rested up. You're ready to go. You have no idea where your third companion went. Apparently went off searching on his own, hoarding some treasure. But you guys can decide what door you want to exit.
I'd say we'll try the iron door.
Is there any specific features about the doors, or are they just?
I mean, some of them are different. They're each a different kind of door. Not all of them are different kinds. Most of them are stone, but this one's an iron portcullis. So you can see through it, but all you see is a hallway. poorly lit.
The darker hallway. It's always the way to go.
I mean, not too dark for you guys because you have dark vision, but dark enough to a normal average eye.
You're probably best to go through the iron way then.
Go the way we can see.
All right. So the portcullis is closed, and you can see that the chain mechanism to open it has rusted through. So if you want to try and lift it open, you would have to roll a strength check to do that. If you guys want to help each other, whoever does it can roll with advantage when they do it.
Well, I've got a high strength, so I'll try it.
I assume the ranger would be stronger than the sorcerer, but
That's a 22.
perfect. So it's easy for both of you to just kind of get under here and just throw this thing up, and it stays up for a second as you guys get through, and then it comes down behind you. The hallway that you see here is probably 100 feet down from your guess. Then with your dark vision, you can't really see the end of it.
That's my spells. Sorry, carry on. I was like, I'm sure you have more than 3 spells.
Yeah, when you're level 10, you should have more than 3 spells.
Okay, I'll head down at first. I'll send my bear in first, so that's always in front.
Oh, that's right, you have a bear. Forgot about the bear. All right, so yeah, so you come up to the end of it around the corner. Nothing really creepy. I mean, it smells a little bit. Is about it. But as you've noticed from most of this place, it just smells. It's old. It's a ruin. It's going to have some odors. But you turn around the corner and you see it's only about 30 feet to the next corner, which makes a sharp right. And as you come up to that run, all you see is a doorway. And that door is a stone door, as most of them have been in this place that you've come.
I suppose we can I inspect it to see if there's any traps or anything. Or see
Yeah,
if
go
it's
ahead and roll me.
openable.
Which one do you want to do? Do you want to try and open it, or do you want to check for traps?
Check for traps first.
Okay, good call. Go ahead and roll an investigation check then.
That's a 19.
Yeah, there's nothing you can really see. Looks like a stone door. So if you want to go ahead and roll a strength check, I guess.
A 18.
18. Okay, so you go ahead and you throw your shoulder into it. You feel a little bit of a budge, but it doesn't move. It seems to be stuck. So if you want to try to push harder, if you want to try to break it, I don't know if you have any weapons that can break a stone door, but
I could open it with telekinesis, couldn't I? You can lift up to 1,000 pounds.
yeah, you could actually. If you want to go and do that, you have to roll for telekinesis or anything, or just do it.
I'm just checking that now.
Spellcasters are not my strong suit, so I have to ask a lot of questions.
So much random stuff with spellcasters.
To be fair, I've got telekinesis on my wizard, and it's not one I use often.
No.
Doesn't say after roll.
All right, then yeah, I'll let you go for it then. So, after you see Kaiba-Wan throw his shoulder into this thing, you kind of push past and just squint your eyes a little bit, look at the door, and it just crumbles to the ground. And Kaiba-Wan, you've never really seen anything like this because magic isn't something that's looked highly upon in the Cold Storm. That's hence Strofeus living on the outskirts of town. He just crumbles the store down. Do you guys want to go in?
Just look over to Strofeus and be like, nice one. So I'll send the bear into the room.
What else do you expect from an outcast?
Not that.
Yeah.
All right. So as you enter in, the bear does not sense anything out of the ordinary. He gets hit with a bunch of different smells. And are you entering the room after him after he goes in?
Yes.
Okay. So you would come in after him. What you would see is 7 statues. They're all the same. They all look like a nobleman, a human. Each one with his left arm at his side and his right arm bent at the elbow straight in front of him. Each one holding a glass vial. There's 4 on the left wall as you walk in and 3 on the other. They're all staggered. The only thing you can see is immediately to your left is another iron portcullis going down there.
Should we just follow the room or have a look
I'd
at
say, yeah, I want to inspect the vials, maybe. Yeah, I want to inspect the vials.
Okay, so the
Or at
closest
least one
ones
of the vial.
to you, there's one immediately in front of you, about 20 feet, and then there's one about 30 feet diagonal from you that's across from the one in front of you. So you can go to either one first.
I'll go to the one diagonal.
Okay. All right, so before that, Strofeus, what are you doing?
How many vials was there? Was it 3?
No, there's 7 statues, each holding
7.
a vial.
Can I just go up to, like, in front of the third one along and just drink it?
Which one?
The third from the left. Just looking at Thomas, I just like,
okay.
Well, this is how we die.
All right, so we'll do Kaiba-Wan's first. So Kaiba-Wan, you walk up in front of this one. This one's holding a vial, and inside it's corked, it's glass, and it's smoky. And you're probably standing about 5 feet away from it, kind of looking at it. You're not within reach of the vial yet. You're just kind of inspecting, and it's smoky red, and it's just kind of swirling around inside the bottle. What do you want to do?
Whilst he's still holding it, can I just uncork it?
Sure. Okay, so you walk up to it to uncork it. Roll me a perception.
That is a 14.
14. Okay. As you walk up, you step in front of the statue and you look up because it's probably a foot above you. They're tall statues. You feel your foot sink, just an inch, and it's as if the entire floor just went down a little bit. And as it does, you see the stone hand holding the vial open, and the vial falls at your feet and cracks open. And this red mist just starts swirling around you, and all of a sudden you drop dead. You just fall over, literally dead.
Oh, that's mad.
And I was going to drink it as
Now,
well.
we're going to go over to Strofeus, who also went up to a statue. So go ahead and roll me a perception.
Right. He just dropped a vial and died. I was going to drink one, and I was just worrying.
Because you don't see this happening because it's happening simultaneously, but we're going to resolve them separately.
Oh, fuck. I got an 11.
So as you hear the click, it's almost too late for you as your foot steps on the one in front of the vial you're in front of. And the same thing happens. This one, though, it's like this green and yellow, but they're separate in the vial. They haven't mixed. And this vial drops at your feet and comes out. And you feel the green liquid crawl up you into your left nostril, the yellow into your right. And you sit for a second, expecting to drop as you looked over at Kaiba-Wan and saw him drop to the ground. But what happens to you is you feel yourself tighten, and you actually shrink and lose 1 foot of height.
I picked the death. You picked the height.
Now, as you're shrinking, you saw the smoke, almost pull Kaiba-Wan's soul out of his body.
I'm 5 foot now, thanks.
And all of a sudden, the smoke enters him again, and he just wakes back up and stands up. As if the potion was a giant troll that just killed him. Not like a literal troll, but like an internet troll. They killed him and then brought him back in all of one swift motion. So, Kaiba-Wan, you would wake up and just kind of... You literally just woke up from dying, so I'll let you describe how that goes.
I'd wake up in a panic, like really hot sweat sort of thing, like... So I thought that was it. I thought it was all over. And I'd just look over and I'd be like, what happened to you?
Well, I'm just trying to think of a really strong pun here, but
just noticing the whole foot missing off your top, like sort of thing.
Looks like I got the short end of the stick.
Well, this is what happens when you leave your clothes out to dry.
Now, since you didn't say what your bear was doing after he went in the room, the bear goes up to sniff the the statue directly across from the one that you touched, Kaiba-Wan.
Okay.
Obviously, he is not paying as much attention, and he triggers the trap in front of that one as he goes up to sniff the trap and sniff the vial, not snip it. This one drops, and nothing happens in this one. It's just a vial of blue liquid that spills on him and then like almost seeps into his body, the bear. But you, knowing this bear, kind of pick up that he's not as on his toes as he used to be. He seems anxious, really, really anxious to go about doing anything else. So that's just something to keep in mind if you want to.
Potion of fear.
Anxiety. We'll say anxiety. It's a potion of anxiety more than fear. So, do you guys want to inspect any more statues, or do you want to leave?
No.
Can I go up to the next statue along and have my hand ready under the bottle?
Yeah, sure. There's one that's just down the row, and there's the one in between the one you, between Kaiba and you, because you guys each picked one, and there's one in between that one.
I'll have the one down the row.
Okay. All right, so you walk up to this one. Roll me a dexterity on this one. Dexterity save. To see if you catch the vial.
Say that's on the left-hand side, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, it's by your it's above your skills.
23.
23. Okay, so that one's good.
That's
So
as well.
that one is it's a rainbow of color in there, in that liquid. And as the statue drops it, you are able to cup your hands underneath and catch the vial. It's a round vial with a long neck, corked at the top. It would take you some time to figure out what it does. Time you probably don't want to spend right now in a room full of potions that can kill people and shorten people and make people feel anxious.
I'm 5 foot now as well.
So you can pocket that one if you want, or you can throw it down now and see what it does.
Throw it in an enemy later.
Just throw it at Tom. I think I'll save it for the next enemy.
How many?
See what this does.
Yeah. Just like, shoots out the sky like
game of hot potato.
Oh, that would work. Yeah, just let the liquid rain down on everybody.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, there is
better so use a flaming arrow sort of thing, see if it explodes.
Now, do you guys want to inspect anything else about the room, or do you just want to go to that one door that was right by the one you went in?
Do you want to try
So
and get your
out
own
of
bottle,
the 7, yeah, out of the 7, there's 2 left, isn't there? If there's 4, 3 left,
Caught the one. So you did.
and activated 3.
You did that one. You did that one, and you did. No, you activated 4. So there's 3 left.
Yes, so there's 3 left. So can we
There's
maybe
the one left in between the 2 initial ones that you guys did, and then there's 2 on the other side.
if I look around at the bottles, what colours are they?
The one that's the farthest away from you, the other 2 that are near the one your bear triggered. The one, it's weird. It's clear liquid, but it looks like there's runes. You can see runes floating around. Like you see it float by, and it's a dwarven rune. And then you see a word in common float by, and then you see a word in elven float by, and then the hill people speak, which is halfling, floats by. All these different languages seem to be floating in one bottle. The one next to that one, you can't really make out what's in it. It's very blurry. It's purely green, but it's really blurry and smoky, and not smoky, but kind of like it's just constantly in motion. It seems like a wavy. You can't really see it. And the last one is just blood red, sitting still, maybe bubbles every couple of seconds.
So can I go up and attempt to do what Strofeus just did with the blood red and the language one? I'm going to guess it's okay.
Can I go next to him at the same time, just so if he drops it, he's got a backup?
Okay, so we'll do the blood red one first. So Kaiba, roll a dex save. See if you catch it.
Oh, that's fine. My dex is my highest one. That is a 24 for that one.
Okay, so that one you can catch. Now you have this blood red potion. Same thing I told Strofeus, although it might be harder for you because you would probably need more of a master like arcane or nature or something to not nature, medicine, to be able to figure them out. But yeah, you have to take some time to study it. So if you guys want to move down to the language one now,
Yep.
Yeah, I'll have my hands ready under him as well.
Roll the dex for this one as well.
That's a 19. Yeah.
19. Okay. So this one, as it drops, you do get it in your hand for a second, but there's some weird condensation on it, and it slips through your hand. So Stropheus, roll a dex save to see if you can catch it as it slips through his.
Watch me get a 1. 17.
Okay, so as it slips through yours, it slips through both your hands and shatters on the ground. The words just start filling the air, and both of you you don't feel anything physically, but in your mind, you start hearing another language, your thoughts in another language. Kaiba-Wan, you start hearing everything in the language called Infernal that the demons speak and the tieflings speak. Strofeus, you start hearing everything in Gnomish.
But I understand what it is as well.
Yeah, you understand it. You suddenly feel like this is your common language. Like this is the language you've known since you were a child. For both of you.
That's insane. So what happens if I turn around and be like, do you feel anything? Will it come out in Infernal?
It can if you think about talking it, like the same way because you probably know more than one language.
Yes.
So the same way you have to like think to talk in that language. It's the same way. Like you're all of a sudden to put it like easy, you're now purely fluent in Infernal and you're purely fluent in Gnomish.
See, Infernal seems useful. I don't really see myself find what timeline of the world is this? Is gnome? At one point,
honestly,
we're very
no, there's still gnome. There's an entire gnome kingdom because this is the world you're in. Is this one? And this. Let me try and use my finger. This
whereabouts
right here.
the timeline is it?
It's this time period, like when this map is like relevant. This is an entire gnome kingdom.
All right, so they're fairly known right now.
Yeah. Tieflings just kind of wander around, and demons, you're probably more likely to encounter a gnome than a demon. So there's one potion left if anyone wants to.
I'll look over and I'll be like, do you think we should?
Well, the last one was good, so what's the chances of this one not being good?
The first one wasn't good.
Let's give it a try.
What color was this one?
This one is the green liquid that's all like constantly in motion and really blurry.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so who wants to try and catch it?
What's your dex save?
Natural 20 plus 5.
All right, so you are successful then. You can catch it, and you can pocket that one for a later study.
I'll just like holster them on like the belt sort of thing that holds the potion.
So you've basically got a grenade pack on you.
Yeah. Put them straight on my belt.
Just gonna rip it off, pull the cork out of his mouth, and throw it.
It's Christmas time, just be like yippee-ki-yay.
I saw that going one of two ways when you guys went in that room, but that was not one. I didn't think you guys would try and catch the potions and keep them. I figured, especially if someone triggered that death one, that you guys would just be like, nope, I'm out.
Well, I saw it and I'm like, well, it's too late now.
All right, so now, like I said, okay, so all these statues, their arms have now gone back down to their side, the ones that are holding the potions, and they're just standing there. There's nothing magical or anything that you can sense from any of these statues. Do you guys want to look around the room at all, or do you want to leave?
Can I do a quick investigation of the room?
Yeah, so go ahead and roll an investigation. You're looking for a DC 15 if you want to spot anything useful, if there is anything useful.
I rolled 13, and then it's plus investigation, which is 6, so that's 19.
Okay. You would see that there's kind of this mossy overgrowth on the entire western wall, except for this little 5-foot section that looks to be clean, and you can kind of feel a little bit of a breeze coming through it.
Okay. I'll walk over and have a look.
Okay. What you do find is you kind of feel around and you can feel where the breeze coming out. It's a stone door. And you can see that it's separated just a smidgen. You'd actually have to be really looking for it hard to notice that this is a door compared to the rest of the wall.
Oh, okay. I'll turn around and be like, there's a door here. You think we should maybe try this way?
Sorry. I was playing with my dice. Was that through the iron door?
If you look over at Strofeus and he's just kind of fiddling with these things in his hand, like, what?
As you look down at my hands, it's just some weird circular objects with numbers on them.
Just hears a voice from the Almighty God. Strofeus.
It's just Strofeus, this is Jordan. Pay attention. What? Oh, yeah, door, go. And I just walk ahead of him.
All right, so if you want to roll a strength check to see if you can give it a good shove open. These stone doors are quite heavy.
I'd be aiding him, so he'd get advantage.
Yeah,
What is
go
my
ahead.
strength? I don't have a strength. I do have a strength, isn't it? 16.
16. Yeah, you go ahead and shove it, and the door doesn't move, but you definitely feel a bruise starting to form on your shoulder.
I'll turn around and I'll look at him and I'll be like, maybe you should do what you just did to the last one.
Do I have unlimited use on these spells, or do they still wear out? I just have to rest
What
to
is telekinesis? What level spell is it?
get level 5.
So you would have to use spell
double check.
slots. You'd have
Yeah.
to use spell slots. So if you already used it once, then one spell slot would be gone.
Alright. So I should have 2 level 5 spell slots, shouldn't I?
Yes.
Which means if you use it again, you won't be able to cast any more level 5 spells until you rest.
It's fine. The other one's animate objects. I don't see that being.
Oh man, you could have animated all those statues.
Oh! Wait. I can animate this statue and it could come with us. And it could open the door.
I animated a doll in my last campaign just to freak out the party.
Yeah, I don't think you can animate as anything as big as a statue because you have to concentrate on it, I think.
Yeah, I'll just use telekinesis.
Okay, so yeah. The door does creak open. Some stone kind of falls down that had it wedged shut. It was stuck. And as you open the door, if you each want to go ahead and roll a perception. DC 15.
Oh, shit. Well, I got on that one. So
I got 16 just.
turns out I was still looking down at my hands again.
All right, so you both look in, and you don't really notice it at first because you're just still recovering from using the spell, just kind of reconcentrating yourself. And Kaiba-Wan, you do notice it, and you go to warn Strofeus that there is a slight slope. It's not flat across the door; it's a slight slope down into an earthmaw pit.
Ooh.
And as you go to do it, he just steps forward and falls into it, and this spike just scrapes up his side. You take 6 damage from that.
Jordan, if I could just fly.
Well, maybe okay, no, you can't fly, but you fall down and get 6 in that. But you're fine, Kaiba-Wan. You noticed it. You just couldn't warn him in time. But as you look through, I'm not going to give you anything to help pull him out because that would be pretty simple. But as you look through the door, you notice that you can see the ashes of your campsite still burning. You're back in that room that's half sunken. This is where
So we've gone round in a full circle sort of thing.
Yeah. So the only other door left is the one that you noticed when you first came into the statue room.
Okay, so looking through my gear, I have rope. So I'll attach a bit of. How deep is this pit roughly?
I mean, if he hadn't shrunk a foot, he might be able to pull himself out, but it's probably about 6.5 feet.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take like 20, 30 feet of this rope, and I'll tie it to the end of a bow, and I'll just sort of like jam it into the ground.
Okay.
And then throw the rope down.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you'll be able to pull him up with these. So both of you are back up at the top. Both of you, well, not both of you are healthy because you're -6 Strofeus for health, but other than that, you're both pretty good.
Tis but a scratch.
Your arm's off.
It's just a flesh wound.
So maybe we should try the other door, the other portcullis.
Yep. Okay. So as you come up to this portcullis, whoever wants to go ahead and roll, or you guys, whoever rolls can roll with advantage, because I assume you're not going to sit there and watch the other one struggle trying to open the door.
That is a 23.
Perfect. So then, yeah, you're able to slide this one open, slip under it,
Can I borrow some of your dice, Jordan? These are rubbish.
slip under it, and then you're able to get under there before it closes. And you 5 feet, and you see it just bank to the left down another hallway, and you can see a door at the end of that hallway as well, a stone door.
Okay. Head straight down to that one.
Do it.
It just seems to be door after door after door. Like,
Hey, this is your typical dungeon delve. That is what this is. And so yeah, okay. So you come up to that door then. This one you notice though, as you approach, it's got iron worked into it. So I guess, okay, it's a stone door with iron. We'll call it an iron door. We'll call it an iron door. And you notice actually that it's locked. It's got a keyhole in it that's a little bit locked in there. You guys can try and.
I've got a pick-locking kit.
yeah, I've got thieves' tool as well.
Okay, do it. So then you guys can roll.
Are you proficient or double proficient? Because I've got plus 13 for mine.
Whoa.
Because I took double proficiency in
What's
sleight of hand and
fish.
thieves' tools.
Man, if only you had your other Dragonborn with his chime of opening.
That is a natural 20 plus 13.
All right, so yeah, you're able to pop this thing open.
33.
If you want to go ahead and roll me a investigation real quick as you pop this door open.
Just imagine we didn't even try and pick-lock it, you just put the tool in and it's done.
Yeah. Investigation, that is a 18.
Okay, so the first thing you do is you open the door, you hear this click, and right in front of you, this guillotine blade just drops. And, I mean, inches above you, your toes would have been cut off. But you're able to push back just in time, and you see it just raise back up. And as you look through the door, as it keeps just coming down, going back up, coming down, going back up, you look through and a bit confused because, once again, you're back in that half-sunken room where you just camped.
So everything's leading back to that one room.
Right. So essentially, if you want to look at it from the room you were in with the campsite, you've tried 3, well, now 4 because you found the secret door. You've tried 3 out of the 4 doors on that eastern wall.
So the only one that's not open is the one we've got to try next.
I mean, yeah, well, there's 2 at the south, but as far as the eastern wall, there's 1 you haven't tried.
Okay, I'll say we go to the south. Actually, no, we'll try this one on the east. Why not? Look, let's just try this one. Already, is it this one a stone door as well?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Unless I tell you different, it's safe to assume these are all stone doors.
that's a 24 for that one.
Beautiful. So that one pops open with ease. This room.
I'm not even a glass cannon at this point, I'm just kind of a twig.
Is me just one arm and doors open, like.
This one you come into, different than the rest. It doesn't seem as run down. The floor is covered in alternating black and white tiles, kind of like checkered. There's a weird breeze that comes from the west wall, kind of unexplained because there's nothing that a breeze should be coming through this far underground. And there's a chest in the room, open, empty, and right across from that chest on the wall is a mirror that, looking in there, obviously you can see the room and you can see the chest in the mirror.
Can I grab 2 small stones and just throw one on a white tile and one on a black tile just to make sure?
Yeah, go for it. So you can throw both of those. So you kind of chip some stones off the wall and just toss one on a black and toss one on a white. And on the black tile, you can see like the white scuff from the stone as it slides across. But other than that, nothing happens on either tile.
Just because I know I don't trust you anymore after the incident in the last one.
What, the potions?
I'm
No, not the potions. The
dwarf?
No, the goddamn metal gate that was certain
that you fell into. Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
Can it inspect the mirror?
Yeah.
From afar?
I mean, are you getting like the mirror looks like a mirror? Everything's normal. Are you actually going like looking at it, or are you just like trying to like
from about 10 foot away?
Okay.
I'm glad you beat it too, because I was going to shoot it.
All right. So then, as you're standing there, you're standing pretty much where the chest is. Then, so you can get a good look. The chest is about 10 feet away.
Yeah.
You look at the mirror, and it shows everything normal. Like I said, the chest, the room. As you watch it, though, in the mirror, you see this old man come into view in the mirror, and he goes up to the chest, which all of a sudden is full in the mirror. And you look back at the one in the room, and it's still empty, but the one in the mirror is full. And this old man, who's not in your room, only in the mirror for whatever inexplicable reason, starts removing items and walking out of view and coming back. And he keeps doing it repeatedly until all of a sudden the chest is empty. And then he stands next to it and looks at you and just goes,
What direction did the guy? Obviously, what direction did he walk off into? Is the room identical?
Yeah, the room's identical except for the fact that the chest was all of a sudden full. Except then he came in and emptied it piece by piece.
This is a little bit like a recording. So can I walk off and look in the same direction he went to?
Yeah, so he would have walked off to the right, and if you walk off to the right, it's just a room for you. Nothing changes.
What happens if I touch the mirror? Does it like?
Like, are you just like poking it? Are you moving it? Are you breaking it
on the mirror itself?
Okay, so yeah, you can go up and touch the mirror. That guy is still standing there, and he's kind of watching you as you walk up. And you place your hand on the glass, and it's just a normal mirror. And you just hear him let out that Joker-like laugh again, like hee 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 hee.
Can I pick the mirror off the wall?
Yeah. As you do that, are you like just holding it in front of you, or what are you doing with it?
Just sort of like going to pick it up and then shake the mirror like side to side to see if it has like any effect on the guy like inside.
It's its own little dimension.
Okay. So what happens is as you start shaking the mirror, you see the man kind of like hold himself, trying to keep his balance, and all of a sudden, all the treasure starts rolling back into the screen. Not the screen, the mirror. And the chest kind of tips over as it all falls out, because for whatever reason it's back in the chest. So it tips over and all the stuff comes falling out. You hear this bang behind you. And as you look behind you, your chest has fallen. And all of the same items are starting to pour out.
Can we smash the mirror so we can't get it back?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, it shatters easily.
I just thought I'd just drop it.
But before, right as you're about to shatter it, the last thing to fall in the mirror is the man. He falls out of the mirror into the room.
Okay.
And he just stands up and looks at you, kind of dusts off his shirt, and goes,
Can I just mimic his laugh that he did to us before? just
look at me. Yeah, he kind of gives you a stink eye and looks back and goes, You have earned a prize. Asking me a question, and I have to answer it truthfully.
So it's a wide range of things you can ask.
Remember, it can only be one.
Does this guy look like magical at any point? Like, does he look like a wizard or?
No,
does he look
he just looks like
an old man.
Just like a bat crazy hermit.
What was the reason we went for the hunt again? There was something happening in the village, wasn't there?
The giant fire.
The sage saw this vision of fire consuming the plains, the mountains, and your village. Inexplicably, he didn't really know where it came from. And he sent you to kind of find it while you were on the hunt, and that's led you here to this ruins.
We could always ask him. But if he knows or not.
Yeah. Okay, so come around to this gruffy-looking hermit and be like, right, we've been given information on a fire that is going to destroy our plains. Would you know any information about it?
The fire burns far and wide on 2 legs and 4. Keep searching. You'll find what you're looking for. And all of a sudden, he just poofs into smoke, and the smoke billows away.
Is the stuff that fell out the chest still there?
Yeah, it's still over there if you want to search it a little bit.
We'll rummage through it.
Yeah,
Alright.
we'll run through it.
So what you'll find, you find about 2,600 copper pieces and 1,200 silver pieces. And then there's also some random kind of items in there. And the way, actually, this is kind of cool. The way we're going to do this for magic items is we're doing it randomly. I have the Don John generator over here. So you each find one, pretty much. Strofeus, if you want to roll a d10 for me.
Oh, right. It's a percentage dice, isn't it?
No, the percentage dice. That's the single numbers, not the boot numbers. This one.
You can just roll a d10.
I got a 2.
A 2. Okay. Now roll another one. That means you're going to find a piece of armor, which sucks because you can't really wear armor.
10.
10. All right. So you
find
find
it's just no benefit.
You find padded armor of fire resistance. So this armor will give you resistance to fire damage.
Which something I'm not gonna wear.
Which you can't wear. Now, Kaiba-Wan, you can roll same thing. Roll 2 d10s, and you can give me the numbers in whatever order you want.
81.
8 and 1.
Yeah, 81.
All right. So what you guys might want to swap.
It was something really magical.
What you find is a wand of enemy detection. I'll pull it up so I can tell you what it is. Hold on.
Before I discover anything about it, I kind of look at this wand and I look over at the armor and I'm like, "Want to swap?" Just like
I didn't even expect you to ask. I kind
armor.
of just expected you to snatch.
Yeah, just like, should we?
So yeah, you guys can swap if you want. The wand, you're gonna have to like sit down and attune to it.
How do I use it? Like, if I've tuned, how do I use it?
When you're tuned, you can just use it. It has 7 charges. While you can hold in it, you can expend one of those charges. You speak whatever command word you decide to use. And for the next minute, you know the direction of any hostile creatures within 60 feet. But not how far away it is from you.
Do you know which direction it's in?
Yeah, the direction, but not there, yeah.
Not the distance. And you can do it for any creature. You can do ethereal, invisible, disguised, hidden, as well as anything in plain sight. As soon as you let the wand down, and stop using it, that's when the effect ends. And you can regain those expended charges at dawn.
There's 7 charges a day. That's really cool.
But you have to attune to it, which means that that's like a long rest of sitting there and like spiritually attaching yourself to the item, pretty much. And then, Kaiba-Wan, you have padded leather. I don't know what let me see if I can find what that is in terms of armor class. And then you have resistance to fire damage while you're wearing it. So whatever fire damage you take will be halved.
AC of 11.
AC of 11. And your dex, right?
Yeah, plus dex, so 16.
Is that better than what you have now?
Not better, but the fire resistance is probably going to be a lot better. So I'll probably spend the time getting changed in the room because it's only like the difference of 1 AC.
Okay. In that case, while he's changing, I will let you attune to the wand if you want while you're sitting there.
Yeah.
And you can kind of, because it wouldn't take long, and whatever command word you want to use to
That just basically means I take like half damage on fire attacks, isn't it?
Yeah, anything that deals fire damage, you're going to take half.
Cool.
You're resistant.
And then that's the best thing about it as well. If I'd have took the standard Dragonborn, I would have been resistant to it anyway. So I probably would have took like 1/3 damage. It sort of stacks. But I took the cold one, so I'm resistant to cold and fire. Damage.
Nice. So pretty much anything that comes your way, you're pretty good. All right. So as you guys attune, you get your armor on. You put your other armor down back in the chest. Probably not going to need it. You have 4 doors. You have one directly on the east wall. And yes, it is a stone door. The south wall, also a stone door, and 2 doors on the west wall, also stone doors. So you have 4 doors to choose from, 1 on the east wall, 1 on the south, 2 on the west. Well, 1 on the west because you came through one of the ones on the west, but you guys can pick whichever one you want to come.
So I just look over and I'm like, maybe expending a spell slot, maybe using your wand might come in handy now.
How far are the 3 doors?
If you're standing dead middle in the room, the one on the east wall is probably about 40 feet away. The one on the south wall is probably 50. So they're both within range of you to use that.
I can use it like directly in the middle of the 2 doors to get the maximum.
Yeah. So you speak whatever your command word is, and you kind of point this wand, and it starts to move a little bit and jiggle, and like shake as you're kind of putting it back and forth like a metal detector almost. But you don't pick anything up.
No enemies.
So which do you think you should go for?
I think we should do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. No, I think we'll go for the one far right.
All right, so go for the eastern one. So go ahead and roll your strength check to open it.
Jesus Christ, I just looked how much money I've got. I'm rich.
Yeah, you guys would be pretty rich.
That is a 21. Yeah, technically, you obviously that gold and silver was found as like collective. So like overall, you'd have 400 silver and 800 copper out of it if you split it 3 ways between Steve as well.
He ain't here. He don't get none.
Yeah.
Oh, we also got some copper and stuff from before, but
yeah. I guess that's my places. Okay, so you're able to open that door and push it open, and as you walk down the hallway, you come to a point. There's one point where the hallway keeps going straight, and you can see the end of it. It kind of curves off to the right in the corner there, but you also see a way going down to the right, and down to the right you see that channel, that hallway go down probably about 15 or 20 feet, and it also turns to the right.
So maybe they meet.
Could always break the number 1 rule and split up.
Yeah, you only got 2 people, so that's smart.
With how this has been going, I'll send my bear down that way and give him the command to just go to the end.
The right, you go down the right side or the straight?
Yeah, I'll send the bear down the right way, and then we'll head down the straight way. So obviously tell him to go round the corner and wait just round the corner to see if we can see him from the other end.
Okay, so he goes down the right passage, because this is perfectly like a 90-degree angle the way these passages sit.
Yeah.
So you guys go straight, and he goes down to the right. When you're about halfway up your hallway, you hear him roar. Like, not aggressive or like I'm in trouble, but just letting you know that he's reached the end of the hallway. And you guys come up and turn to the right, and you see the hallway goes about 10 feet and then turns to the left.
So the corridors don't meet?
Nope.
All right, so knowing that they don't meet, I'd just be like, Baloo, come back. And just like sort of follow him to
Baloo. He comes back with a prickly pear. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, he comes back. You kind of toss him a little bit of meat as a treat. And you guys make your way down this hallway, which then turns to the right and opens up with this little archway. And as you come into this room, it's a pretty big room. You can see 2 doors on the east side, on the southeastern corner. One is one of those iron portcullises again, with some weird howling sound coming through it. And the other one's just a regular stone door. You walk in, you look to your left, you can see that the wall, right to the left of the door, someone scrawled like chicken scratch on it in common, "This is not a secret door." And
through the secret door.
Other than that, there's really nothing in this wall in this room except it's this kind of, it looks like where they used to keep people and clothes and stuff like that. There's a pile of leather cloaks on the floor.
Okay, just out of curiosity, I'm just going to stab the cloaks just in case anything or anyone is hiding underneath.
Okay. So you go ahead and you're just kind of poking them, see what happens.
Yeah, just like with my rapier, just like straight through the middle, sort of like through these leather cloaks as far as I can.
Okay, so since you're using your weapon, I will make you roll an attack, since you're technically attacking the leather cloaks.
Never be too safe. I had a rogue hiding them once. So that is 20.
Okay. If you want to go ahead and roll damage to the leather cloaks.
That's 1d8 plus 7, plus 3. So that's 8 damage.
8 damage? Okay.
But the best thing that he's probably got stats on the leather cloaks.
Yeah.
Health.
Well, actually, as you stab this, you hear a squeal. And all of a sudden, this giant bat-like creature erupts. And you can see that its back is leathery. And 2 of these things just flip up. And these things are large creatures. Their wingspan is probably about 5 feet, 6 feet across. And they have no legs, and they just have this one big tail. Both pop up, and you guys are going to roll for initiative. Oh, and they are going to roll for initiative as well.
Oh, well, I'm last.
I got 24.
24. What'd you get, James?
I got a nat 1 plus 3.
That's
I don't like this dice anymore.
Okay, so now that we're actually in initiative order, that was your kind of surprise round. You're going to take it from the top there, Kaiba-Wan, so you can do what you're going to do.
I'm straight up. Are they within 5 feet of each other, yeah?
They're in 5 feet of each of you, and they're probably about 10 feet off the ground.
I think, if I'm right in saying, yeah, that's a bonus, right? Bonus one. So can I do Hunter's Mark on one of them? Either one. Actually,
Yeah.
the one that's just took damage, I'll do it on that one. The one that's currently got
Okay.
a stab wound on it. For my bonus round, for my bonus attack, and then I'll use. Just double check what this one does. No, I won't use that one. And then I'll just do standard attack, ranged attack.
Okay, go ahead and pop her in.
To get back it up, back to the top now. Sheet's huge. So that's a 25.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. You're looking for a 14 as their AC, since essentially their skin is leather armor.
1d6. So that's.
And you just thought you were stabbing leather clothes.
I know, right? And that's 9 damage.
9 damage to the one that's already been hit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a plus 11 to hit with my short bow, so.
That'll do it.
Bend, look, it's it can be used on an attack roll. So would it go to his damage or?
No, it doesn't go towards damage. When you use Bend Luck, you pretty much get to. It lets you reroll a dice, right?
Yeah.
No, spend 2 sorcery points to roll 1d4 and apply the number roll.
Yeah. So when you roll your attack roll, you can roll the d4s and then add that into the d20 attack.
All right.
So if you're like, these things are AC 14, so if you would have rolled like a 12, you could roll that d4 and hopefully get enough to make it up more than 14. So
although I have got one that does let me get an advantage on an attack roll.
You might want to use that, but it's actually the cloaker's turn. Cloakers, there's 2 of them. Sorry. The one that's just been damaged is gonna fly at you, Kaiba-Wan, and it's going to swing its tail at you. This little spiky, barbed tail that it's got, which is an 18. Does that hit you?
That hits.
It hits. All right. So then you're going to take 8 damage off of that. Okay. And then as the tail comes down, it kind of swoops its tail under it and flies back around in a circle like a backflip and goes at you with its teeth for a bite, which is going to be a 12, which probably misses.
Yeah, that misses.
All right, so yeah, as the bite, as he kind of like still reeling back from the tail. It just kind of goes to snap at you, but comes up a little bit short. The next one, seeing that your kite was already pretty occupied, comes over to you, Strofeus, and all of a sudden it starts to glow, and you see it kind of like an old videotape when it's kind of stuck between two scenes. It's kind of just like got the fuzzy lines on it, and all of a sudden 3 of them are there. In front of you, and one of them,
Mirror image.
one of them comes out to the right, one of them comes out to the left, and they just kind of wait there. They don't attack, and that'll bring it to your turn.
Great. How close are all of the?
All 3 of them are within 5 feet of you, about 10 feet off the ground.
What about one?
And the one thing you notice is all 3 of them are right there, but they kind of, because when something flies, it kind of sways a little bit. Yeah. They're all swaying in sync.
So they're all just copies.
Try and kill one and find out.
Can I use blight as an AoE?
No, I think it's just a straight grab attack.
Yeah,
a melee attack.
All right then, I'll use Ice Storm.
Ice Storm. Okay. Now roll me a d4. If you get a 4, roll again.
3.
3. Okay. So this Ice Storm comes out, and I'm gonna make you roll for it because you hit this one that's, if you're looking at him to the right, the right-hand one, and it just kind of poofs away. And you hear the other 2 kind of let out a scream in sync again. And they still just go back to swaying in sync in front of you. Do you want to do anything else? Move, scream, cower.
Let out a welt.
No, yeah, I think move is pretty much all you can, unless you have any bonus action attacks or anything like that.
I don't think my character's good enough for that. It's pretty feeble when it comes to doing more than one thing.
Then that'll bring us back to Kaiba-Wan.
Can I? I'm going to cast Hail of Thorns, which is a bonus attack. So I've still got my main attack. 3rd level. So after my main attack, that will come into effect.
All right, are you attacking the one that's been, focused on you, or are you attacking the one?
Are they within 5 feet of each other?
Yeah, because you guys are within 5 feet of each other, so.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so I'll do my standard bow attack with disadvantage because it's melee range. That one's a 28, and that one's a 26.
Those both hit.
So that is 2 seconds. My shot bar 1d6 plus 5 plus the hunter's mark. That's 6 plus 5's 11. Then I've just got to grab the hunter's mark, which I think's a d6, isn't it?
Hunter's mark is I think it's d6.
Double check.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1d6. So that's 12 plus 5. So that's 17 damage.
17?
And then can they... Yeah, 17 damage to that one. And then can they both make dexterity saving throws?
Oh, I suppose. Actually, so roll a d4 for me. Okay, so you attack the one gets 17 damage in front of you, but roll a d4, and if you get a 3 or a 4, reroll.
I've got a 2.
A 2? Okay. So then they both take 17. This one, you actually hit the one that's the original in terms of the ones that are in front of Strofeus. So as soon as you hit that one, it kind of loses a little bit of concentration, and this other copy just disappears. So they'll both take 17 out of that one. Hold on. Okay. And they both need to make dex saves, you said?
Yeah, because that determines if they take full damage or half damage on the Hail of Thorns.
All right, so this is the one in front of you. Gets a 21.
That one passes.
And the other one gets a 14.
That one fails. So the first one takes 14
Can I use
damage.
bend luck on his? Not bend luck. What's the other one?
Oh, and the one that passed. Can you use bend luck to change the roll to down?
The one that failed. Can I use? I think it's bend luck on that one.
No, I don't think you want to do it on the one that failed because he takes full damage.
Yeah, he takes full damage.
He's already been attacked. Can I use bend luck on the one that's?
If you can change the dice lower, you'd want to use it on the one that passed.
Then yeah, I'll do it on the one that passed then.
Okay. Can you lower dice or just only you increase it?
I can lower.
Okay, then yeah, you'd want to use it on that one.
What do I roll? Bend luck. D4.
So 24. So you had 21 and you lower it by whatever you roll.
I tried to help.
Did you get a 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so he rolled a 20, so he still passes.
Yeah. So the first one takes 14 because I rolled 28. And the second one takes 28 damage.
28 damage. Hold on. I have odd numbers. I need my calculator. 28?
Yeah.
God damn, you're cutting through these things. All right. So these things are both kind of reeling back in pain now. The one that's in front of you, Kaiba-Wan, reels back again to go swipe at you, and it comes at you first with that tail, getting a 16.
That just hits.
Just hits.
Are we going on and above that hits you?
Yeah, tie or above will hit.
Yeah.
Same thing goes for attacking them too. And gives you. Whoop, that's his tail. That's not that one. almost rolled a d10 instead of a d8. Oh, it doesn't matter. He only took 4 damage off of that one. But now he swoops behind you to go at you with the bite. Natural 20.
Nice.
Hold on. Let me get my dice so I can roll the damage on this one. 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's good noise. All right, so he took 16 damage off of that. What you notice is as he comes behind you and bites you, he doesn't let go of the bite. And all of a sudden its wings wrap around your head. And you're essentially blinded, and you're also unable to breathe while he's attached to you. So he's now wrapped himself around you. He's attached. So just think of that. You're blinded and also unable to breathe. So
I completely forgot about my bear.
oh yeah, go ahead and take the bear. Go ahead and do that now.
I'll just roll his initiative first because obviously he gets his own.
No, he gets yours. He goes on your turn.
Oh, so we're using the same.
Yeah, same initiative.
Okay, I think he just has bite, doesn't he?
Yeah, I don't think they get multi. Oh, does he have multi attack? He can use his claws too.
Not as far as I can see. I think it's just one or the other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one or the other. So I think he'll just obviously he was the last in the room, so he'll come up behind and he'll bite the bat on the back once wrapped around. Yeah, I'll make him use a bite.
Okay.
What's that to hit? +5, so that's a 17.
17.
Yeah, that's the hit.
That'll hit.
And then that's 12 damage.
Okay. All right. So the bear does come up and bite this thing, taking a pretty good chunk out of it, but it still remains attached to you. But it seems to have slid down a little bit off of your face, and now it's just kind of wrapped around your body. You pretty much only have your arms used from the elbows down.
Yeah.
But you're able to breathe, and you can see again. This will bring us to the second one that's in front of you, Strofeus, who is going to attempt to slash its little tail at you. In which case, it gets a 22.
Shit.
And you take 8 damage. And you notice from watching what just happened that it's reeling around to do the same thing to you. But as it goes,
the
one that was directly in front of you, the one that like had the 2 copies, but they're gone now.
Oh, both of them gone.
Yeah, both of them gone. And he kind of swoops around the back to try and get you, but you notice, and out of the corner of your eye, and just kind of turn yourself to the side so that it flies by, and it's back in front of you. And that'll bring us to your turn, Strofeus.
Can I use Fireball directly, the one that's attached to my comrade?
Can you sculpt your spells? I can't remember. Because if you do,
yes, I can stop it. I can stop it. Hit him.
Okay, good. Then yeah, go for it. I mean, I'd say go for it even if you couldn't sculpt spells, because it'd be funny. But I'm sure he wouldn't appreciate it.
If I blast you off the face of the earth, at least you're not choking.
And I only take half of the damage.
That's true. It's true.
Is it a D6? Oh, it's. Oh shit! No, what? Whoa! Sorry.
Fireball is the massive AOE, 30-foot range thing that would attack the whole room.
Well, almost. But it would attack everything.
Damage on a failed save.
Everything within you, except you. It would attack. It would. You can. Okay, so you can sculpt it around up to I think like 3 creatures. So which would be obviously yourself, him, and the bear.
You have to make a dex saving throw for your bat.
I have to make both of them right because it's an area of effect.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. First one is a modified 21. Second one is a modified 21. I tried to use crappy dice, but apparently that's not going to work for you guys. Try and help you out.
It's fine. They take half as much damage on a successful roll.
Okay,
roll
so
8d6. So if I just half, it's 4d6.
No, roll all 8d6. He takes half of what the total is. Yeah.
5, 7, 12, 18, 20, 25.
So
12 damage?
29.
13 damage?
29 damage.
So I'm adding up as I go along.
Oh, okay.
And then 21, so that's 7 rolls. 26.
26 would take 13. They each would take 13. So that'll put him down to there. That'll put him down to there. All right. So yeah, they're hurting us.
One more d6 because it's a higher level.
Oh, go for it.
So it's at 30 now.
30. So they would each take 15. So that's going to subtract them both 2 more. The one in front of you, Strofeus, is hurting. And the one in front of you, Kaiba, is hurting, but he still looks like he's a little more able-bodied than his companion. Both of them are sincerely pissed.
What language do you speak? Can I just speak to them?
What languages do you speak? You can pick a language and try and talk it and see what happens.
Saving me no harm. I don't know. They seem pretty pissed now. We've already gone through the.
You've already lit them on fire and tried to kill them. So I don't know if peaceful negotiation is the way to go.
Can I make a strength save to see if I can break out?
You can. Go ahead and make it. Yeah.
That's a 19 plus 3.
All right. It does take up your whole action to do it, but you are able to kind of meander your shoulders and push your elbows into its wings. That mixed with the pain of what it's already experienced, it kind of just lets go and kind of starts. You can feel the breeze flapping behind you.
Okay.
And as it does that, it's going to swoop in again, trying to hit you with its gloriously deadly tail. That is an 18. So I take
That
that.
So with his bear, does his bear get us an extra attack or?
His bear moves on his turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So once he's done, then the bear can go. And you took 6 damage off of that. And then it comes in again to try and get you with the bite, but this time you kind of just instinctively duck, and it flies right over you, sitting in front of you. And now you can have your bear go, because I forgot about your bear.
Okay.
I keep forgetting about Baloo.
He rolls 24.
Sure,
No, it's 25 because it was a natural 20 plus 5.
That'll hit.
And he's going to do...
Oh, he rolled a natural 20?
Yeah, he rolled natural 20 plus 5.
Critical.
Which is pretty cool for the bear.
Yeah. So roll double the dice.
Yeah, he's going to do a claw attack, which is 4d4 with... That's crit. 4, 7, 11, 15. That was 4 fours. 3 fours plus a 3. And then I think it gets plus 6 to his thing. And I think he gets. Does he get? Yeah, he gets the bonus to his damage rolls, just like I do for favorite enemy. And I'm guessing these are just beasts, aren't they?
No, they're not beast.
Oh, are they not? Oh, wow.
No.
Are they? I can't remember what my greater favorite enemy is. I'll find it.
I will give you, if you want to roll a, because you don't know that they're cloakers. If you want to roll a nature check, you can have advantage since you're the pedagogue of the tribe, the Beastmaster. Try and figure out what they are.
19. I don't know what my nature is. 21. My nature's 2.
Nice, that's good enough. So you would know just from studying. You've never actually encountered one, but just from studying books that you've gotten from traders and such, you would know that they're called cloakers, and they're actually aberrations from the Underdark.
Oh, cool.
How
That's
they got
awesome.
out of the Underdark and into this place, no one knows.
If you watch Stranger Things, you should know.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
That
was a mind flare, though, wasn't it? Wasn't that a mind flare?
Pretty much.
That was a lot worse than a cloak.
21 damage total. That's 15 plus the 6.
21. All right, so the one in front of you, it's no longer flying because it's hurting so bad. It's sitting on the ground, kind of like using its wings as arms. And the other one, you only damaged one. Never mind. Not the other one. All right, so then now the other one gets to go. And seeing its buddy drop, it kind of turns to you and swoops over to you, to your bear, and lashes out with its tail at the bear, getting a 20 modified.
Yeah, that hits.
And the bear takes 9 damage off of that, and then it goes to bite the bear with a 16.
That hits.
Okay. And the bear is going to take 10 damage off of that. And as it latches in, you know what's coming next. It wraps its wings around the bear's torso and just holds on.
Okay.
And that'll bring us to Strofeus. So, Strofeus, the one in front of you, has now left to go avenge his comrade.
I'll throw my trident.
Do it.
As it's got back, its back turned to me. I'll throw it directly into the center, right between its wings.
Okay, it's attached to the bear right now, but yeah, you could still throw it. So go ahead and roll damage, or roll your attack. Okay. Not damage. We'll see if you get to roll damage or not.
Is there any modifier on that?
Whatever your trident modifier is, it should tell you on your character sheet. Which I think a trident is
strength.
Yeah, I don't think it's a finesse weapon, so yeah, strength.
Yeah.
It's a reach weapon, so you could reach things 10 feet instead of 5.
It's 13, and I'll use bend luck. So,
Did you add your modifier?
I'll use bend luck. Yeah, it's 13.
With the modifier?
Yes. I've not got good dice, okay?
You want to use luck or no?
I can't use it myself, I just remembered.
Oh, then yeah. So you throw your trident and it kind of skims across, but with the bear kind of moving with this thing it's attached, it just misses and sticks itself into a nice chunk of moss on the northern wall there.
Now, the problem with that is my arcane focus is on that. And I've just remembered.
You should probably go get it then.
Yeah, you can. I suppose you could use your 30 feet to maybe go and get it.
Yeah, you're within 30 feet of it. You can run and go get it.
I just leg it. Just like,
All right.
oh no! I just realised what I've done, and I'm just kind of skittish running across the room.
Just very
Yeah, you like parkour Assassin's Creed. You run, you slide under the bear and through, and you just go up and pull this thing back out of the wall. So now you're on the other side of the bear. Which
as I grab it, it's just like an arm, and like, yes, meant to do it.
And Kaiba, that'll bring it to you. That you've just seen happen. You've seen some completely dexterous moves from someone who's not very dexterous.
Just the most clumsy person ever has just done a backflip to get to his trident.
It's like the mom lifting the car.
I'm gonna know my bear would be fine for a bit. I'm gonna walk up to the one that's on the floor and sort of executioner style, just with my bow, just shoot straight into its face.
Do it.
That is a 19 plus 11, so that's like 30 to hit.
All right, go ahead and roll.
1d6, so 2d6 plus 5. That's 9, 14 damage.
All right, so yeah, you can go ahead and describe how you kill it.
Basically, execution, just walk up, aim it like pretty much point blank at its face, and just let the bow just go straight through.
Doesn't let the arrow, doesn't let the string go, just lets go with the bow.
Yeah, just like, oh.
Yeah, so this arrow sinks, and actually you've stuck this creature into the ground with the arrow, that even if it wanted to get up, it couldn't. But it can't, because it's dead. All right, so now that brings us to, what do you want to do? Oh, the bear.
The bear, can the bear just sort of like roll sideways? Just fall on its
Just
back.
kind of rolls onto its back and just
Pins it sort of like that. Just sort of
Yeah,
like...
it can roll on its back. I'll probably make the thing take like a d6 of bludgeoning or something.
That's your bear, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I mean the cloaker on its back.
Oh.
It's going to roll onto its side, and the cloaker will take...
Goddamn cloakers.
I take 1 point. But as it rolls over and it lands on its back, you see its teeth grip down more, and your bear is also going to take 1 point of damage.
Okay, that's fine.
But the cloaker does remain attached, and now your bear is prone. As is the cloaker.
But since the bear's on top of the cloaker as well.
Yeah, all you can see for the cloaker is like the tail kind of sticking out the side and the wings wrapped around the torso. You can't really see the rest of it because it's underneath the bear.
That's cool.
And that'll bring us to the cloaker, who...
I think you'd have to make like a strength saving throw to try and push me half.
It's not even going to attempt it. It's actually going to take its tail and just start whipping the bear with the tail. Which it actually can't really find a place to whip because it's can't see. So the tail's just kind of flailing around up top.
Just looks like the bear's got a tail.
Yeah, it looks like the bear's got a tail essentially. So that'll take us to Strofeus. So you're now on the other side. So it's you on the northern wall, the bear and the cloaker between both prone, and then Kaiba-Wan below them.
I'm trying to... The thing is, though, if like we can end up killing your bear this way.
Oh no, you've got no chance of killing my bear.
Oh, that's fine.
It's just a bear. There's lots of bears.
Can we see how injured?
You've still got 80 health left.
Jesus.
Here comes Strofeus' only critical hit.
Can I use banishment?
Banishment. If you explain to me what it is, I might, yeah.
Isn't
Sorry,
that like,
every time you use a spell, I have to check what it is because I've not used it in a while.
I think that basically banishes it to like a different plane until like you stop concentrating.
You can attempt to send one creature that you can see within range to another place of existence. It must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be banished.
Let's
If the
do
target
it.
is native to the plane of existence, run the banished target to a harmless demiplane. The target is incapacitated for within demiplane.
All right, so I will go ahead and roll the charisma save. What's the DC? What's your spell save DC?
Isn't one apparently? Oh, on my character sheet. Sorry.
Yeah.
Where's that found?
Your
On
spell DC is like
your spell list. It should be on your spell list.
no, it
whatever
should
that-
be on your spell list.
And on the top, it has like your ability modifier, your casting ability.
Can't see that.
It's usually like page 2 or 3 of this character sheet.
No, can't see that.
Do you have a?
What's
do you have
your
a
spell
sheet?
modifier?
Well,
What do you use to cast spells? Is it like wisdom?
I think it is wisdom for spells, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's like wisdom.
It might be.
it'll like
It might
10
be
plus-
but wizards are intelligence.
Yeah. 2 seconds. I've got.
Sorcerers are.
It says its save is charisma.
Our save is charisma. What's your spell
Oh,
save DC that it has to compete against?
So it'd be.
Fine.
There's my wisdom on my saving throws +2, but I don't think the spell save.
Right. So what's your wisdom?
+2.
+2. So it's 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom. So it'd be 8 plus 4 plus 2, so it's 14.
14. He rolled a 17, so he passed that. So, as you kind of concentrate and you kind of let out in this guttural tone, whatever language you want to speak, trying to banish this thing, it kind of looks at you from underneath the bear through the fur and just keeps flailing its tail around. It's not going anywhere.
Great.
Now let's go back to Kaiba.
Can I walk up to the bear, unsheath my rapier, and sort of like just with my foot push the bear a little bit so I can see its face? See the I forgot what it's called already. The
Cloaker.
cloaker.
Yeah, you
I
can do
can
that.
sort of see like his body and just stab it.
Yeah, go for it.
21.
That'll do it. Yeah, your 14 is their AC, so you're looking for anything better than a 14.
Oh, that is 14 plus 3, so 17 damage.
So describe how you kill it.
Basically, like, as I just sort of like push the bear over with my foot, just look at it dead in the eyes and just stab it as clean as I can, hopefully through the neck, just ending it there and then.
Yeah, and then as its wings kind of flop off, your bear just kind of rolls over and stands back up and shakes it off. And now the room is silent except for that weird howling that can be heard from that southeast corner, that iron portcullis. But now the room's silent. And we're out of initiative, so you guys can do whatever you want to do.
Kind
Can I
of
just,
look over
like- Can I just like panically run over to the cloak and just start hitting it with my sword, just as a sort of panic mechanism? as I've got a wild look on my face and scream and just ah!
Yeah, bits of leather are just kind of like flying off wherever you're slicing this thing.
And I just kind of just like, I helped, yes, I saved your bear.
Can I go on Strofeus and be like, would it be worth taking a rest for the night? Well, obviously you can't really tell what it is, but for a bit.
Yeah, you guys could rest.
Thank God.
Probably a short rest.
Yeah.
what you would
How
do
much-
here. So about 4 hours, maybe an hour or so.
What benefits do you get for a short rest?
You can.
You can roll hit dice to regain health.
And I think sorcerers are able to do something to gain spell slots. Because I think sorcerers are the only one that benefits the spell slots from.
That's... Jeez, such a bollock being a spellcaster.
The first time you play a spellcaster is always hard, so don't. I hate it. I hated the first time I played it. I'm a little better at it now because I like playing rangers, and they kind of, they're a good mix between fighter and spellcaster. You guys make quick work of those cloakers. I was not ready for that either.
Yeah, on Steven's one shot when he was introducing his friends to the game, he decided to introduce a cloaker when I was a tiefling. And Jesus Christ, it was a bitch. It just attached to me.
They're a huge bitch.
Finishing a long rest restores any expended spell slots, so it's only a long rest.
No, yeah, it's not a long rest. So short rest, you don't get to have any spell slots back. Charisma is your spell casting modifier.
Oh, well, that would have helped. That's why my charisma is so high.
So what's your charisma?
+5.
5.
So that would have made it
9 plus 8 in total.
17 would have made 17. So it would have still passed because it rolled a 17.
Oh, all right.
So you can
roll the dice to get health points back.
Yeah, so you have at this point you should have 10 D6s. You can roll as many of those as you want to regain the health points, plus your Constitution modifier.
I like mine. Rangers are a D10.
Yeah, Rangers are D10. That's why Rangers are the best class.
Oh, nice. I pretty much gain all of the 28 health I lost back, other than 2 points.
Okay, and keep track of how many you rolled because you don't get them back until you do a long rest.
I rolled 3 out of my 10.
I rolled 48 plus. Wait, what was it? Constitution plus another 8, which actually just brings me back up to max health. So
good. Okay. So you guys finish your rest. You kind of have something to eat, feed the bear a little bit. Get all your stuff back in order. Don't forget you still got those potions. I think, Kaiba, you have the
rainbow one. He's got the blood one.
Yeah, you've got the rainbow one, and he's got the blood red one and the blurry green liquid one.
Yes.
And you guys have.
Kaiba, is there any potions or any items you need?
Not as far as I know of. I don't think I need anything at the moment.
Because if I remember right, I have 4 marvelous pigments. So if we can't get through a door, I can draw a hole, or if we need an item, I can.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I think we should save that for a larger battle, maybe.
Wink, wink.
My senses are tingling.
My spidey senses.
What? Just we'll throw one of these bottles at a large enemy, and it'll be like, oh, you've just turned it immortal.
Yeah.
It's now an ultra large enemy. It's the
opposite.
It's a Tarask that can now fly. Fuck.
It's a flying immortal Tarask from the ethereal plane. All right, now, so you guys have 2 doors. You have the archway you came in. You have this stone door, and you have that iron portcullis that you can hear this weird howling through.
We should go down. Yeah, the howling.
Should I use my wand?
It's very faint.
Should I use my wand to see if there's anything nearby, or should I wait until we're in the room?
Yeah. That would have been good for the cloak.
And I realised after, I'm like, oh yeah. Should have just
hindsight 2020. So you have 6 charges left. So if you want to use another one, you can.
I just point at the howling door and just go, magic wand, go! And just hope it just does something.
And you see this light kind of come out, and it kind of creeps along and goes through the portcullis bars, goes in there, and kind of like stops, and looks like it looks like a little ball of light at the end, kind of like a head. It's not shaped like a head though. It just kind of looks left, looks right, and all of a sudden the light starts retracting until it's right in front of you, and the light just kind of looks at you and just shakes its head, and then goes back into the wand.
Reminds me so much of a wisp.
Yes.
I just
Yeah,
look
pretty
at the
much.
wand. Wow. Dude. Did you see that?
Just like, wow. That was amazing.
I just kind of look down to the ground and go, I think you need one of these.
No, he gave it up. He gave it up for his padded armor of fire resistance.
I'm just slowly descending into madness as I... No, I'm just trying to make best friends with a freaking bear.
All right, so stone door or portcullis? What are you choosing?
Portcullis.
Portcullis. All right, roll to see if you can open it.
Okay.
Can I help him?
And you have disadvantage because it's actually kind of rusted shut.
Okay, so
But
that was.
If he's helping you, they kind of cancel out. So just roll normal.
Oh, okay. Right. So I rolled twice. So that's a 17 plus 3, so 20.
Yep, that'll do it. So you kind of lift it a little bit. You see some of the rust chips fall off as you put it above your head, and both of you are able to slide under no problem. And as you turn around after the door comes, you walk into this other room. There's 2 doors. There's one to the south, and then there's the one you came in. The room has this shallow little pit in the southeast corner of the room. Nothing in it, just dirt. It looks like maybe floor has been hammered or chipped away. There is a odd thing in the room, though. There's a table, square table, 4 chairs, 4 goblets. In 3 of the chairs, there's figures. Their faces hidden in these black helmets, similar to like the Black Knight helmet, kind of from Monty Python.
Just how many references can we fit in this campaign?
There's a large golden goblet sits in front of each one of them and in front of the empty chair. What do you want to do?
I'm definitely not drinking this time.
That's
Right.
true. You missed the last drinking one if you want to.
Out of a character here, did you make up this one, or did you get this idea from something else?
Oh, I'm not going to tell you.
Because in Steven's campaign, I did the exact same thing and almost killed myself doing this. But I'm going to go to the third one along, sit down, and grab a drink, and drink 2.
Okay, so as you sit down, you bring it to the goblet up. You notice the goblet's inscripted. And the inscription simply reads, 1 for the good times, 1 for the bad, 1 to survive, and 1 may be your last.
I drink 3.
No, yeah, it's essentially
Or is it
telling you.
just
It's essentially telling you pick one of the goblets.
What was the third one?
They're all the same. They all have the same inscription on them.
I mean, what was the one for the good time, one for the bad? What was the third one along? The third.
1 to survive, and 1 may be your last.
I'll have. I'm sat at the third one. I'll drink that one. I'll drink from that cup.
So you sit down, you drink the third one?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm genuinely worried because the last one I killed Kaiba.
Okay, so you sip it. The drink. It's just water. You expected something a little stronger.
I'm not an alcoholic. Come on.
And as you sip it, these 3 other beings stand up.
Run, Kaiba, run!
And
As
as
I stand up, do I get a reaction?
they stand up, they grab their goblets, they hold it up to you, pour it into their helmets as if they're drinking it, and then the pieces of armor all just crumble into the floor.
I thought it was going to attack as I crap myself then.
Well, you actually chose the right one. I rolled a d4 to see if you got the good one or not. But they were actually 3 helmed horrors, and if you drank the wrong one, they were going to tranquil you.
Well, I just went for the one because it's one to save a life, and I'm like, yep, let's just hope it's right. So it was just blind luck, it wasn't me trying to figure it out.
Oh yeah, it was blind luck. Good choice. So yeah, that's done. So now it's just armor.
My guy's just got like a giant smile on his face, like, yeah, I did the right thing. I figured it out.
So
Only
other door you have is the...
Just kind of disappointed, just like, does he have to drink everything he finds?
Yeah. Oh God,
Only other
it
door
could
you have
be
left is the one to the
humanoid
south.
Okay, we'll head through it.
Alright, it's just simple.
What's the point of this? Because we could have just walked past and carried on.
Yeah, but I knew you guys were too inquisitive. That's why I threw it in there.
You're too inquisitive. Oh, here's a chance for you to die.
I'm the DM. I mean, look at my title. Doesn't tell you how the session's going to go. All right, so you guys,
Everywhere's got to have a master of doom.
this one actually pops open pretty easy, and you kind of oddly easy. There you go. Sorry, my thing turned down. And you open it, and sitting in this stone chair, as if they were waiting for you, is this fire giant. And he's got this.
It's a good thing you've got that cloak. You've got that armor of fire protection.
I know, right?
I feel like it was like helps from a power of above.
This fire giant, he looks up at you. He's sharpening this big great sword. And fire giants, they're about 8 feet tall, so they're standing a little bit above you. A lot of them.
Vague knowledge of magical beings and things. Would I be able to kind of guess where he's from?
Yeah, you can try and roll an Arcana check if you want.
I'm so glad that my greater favorite enemy is giant.
No, for fuck's sake, this dice is a piece of shit. I got a 9. That's with modifier.
The 9, you don't pick up anything on it. You don't really know where he's from. There's no defining features or anything that would show where this fire giant came from.
Kaiba, speak infernal to it.
No, fire giants speak giant.
Yeah, they speak giant, which is, funnily enough, one of the ones I speak because obviously it's my greater favorite enemy.
The only thing though is as you do this, you hear in your heads in that language that you suddenly learn. So infernal for you, Kaiba, and gnomish for you, Strofeus. You remember the words of that hermit. The fire will come by 2 legs or 4. Soon you'll find what you came here for.
So the big geezer, the fire giant.
It could be. As this sharpening, this sword that he's sharpening, this big great sword has this red hue to it. He's sharpening it, and you hear in your brain, Dragonborn. Been a while since I've seen Dragonborn. And the odd thing is, you expect him to be speaking, but you hear it in your head. He's not moving his lips at all. Both of you hear it in your head.
Telekinesis. Okay, so with that, I'll be like, I'd just like look at him, and in giant, I'd just speak back, and I'd be like, look.
You speak giant?
Yeah, because he's my greater favorite enemy.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, so because he's my greater favorite enemy, obviously I get to speak giant, and obviously beast is my other favorite enemy. So any like humanoid type beast that I can get on, I can speak to them as well. So I'll just speak back in giant and be like, why are you here? What is your purpose?
And he actually looks at you and doesn't respond, and it's odd because it looks as though he doesn't understand you.
Oh, it could be an illusion. Okay, I'd with a little bit of a inquisitive look on my face with him not responding or like at all. I'd just say it in common. I'd repeat myself in common.
Okay. And at that point, he says, well, I have come to reclaim what is mine. And you still hear it in your head again. And the odd part is as you hear it, the language starts to change. And he keeps talking. It's odd that from the stories and the legends you don't recognize me. Though I suppose this form is a little bit uncanny for me. And with that, he puts the greatsword on his back and steps down off the chair. And as he does, this light erupts from him. And you realize that the voice you've slowly been hearing in your head isn't in common. It's not in giant. It's in draconic. And before you, after the flash comes, is standing this humongous brass dragon.
Oh.
And you hear the voice in your head again. I am Brulverth. I am the scourge of the dwarves, the owner of the Dragonborn, and I will take back what is mine. And with that, we will roll initiative.
20.
20?
Oh, sorry, plus 3. 23.
23.
Initiative is +5. I've got a 19, so it's 24.
So it's going to be... All right, so Kaiba, you're going to lead us off.
Okay. With that, I would Hunter's Mark him first as my bonus attack. And then I would shoot him with my short bow. So that is a 28.
Ooh. Oh, I'm going to keep track of his health on a calculator because he's got so much of it. The 28 does hit. He's got 18 as his armor class. That's what you're looking for.
That's why I like my short bow, because I have plus 11 to hit. So really, I have to roll 9 or lower to get below a 20.
I found my spell
Yeah,
save.
so it's 1d6, 1d6, plus 5, plus 4. $11, 19.
19 damage, all right.
Yeah.
And you can go for your bear, too.
Okay. Ooh, he rolled a 17 plus, I think is his plus 3. Double check just to make sure. Oh no, it's plus 5, so 17 plus 5 is 22. And then he's going to go for a bite, 1d6. So that is 10 damage.
All right.
In total.
Now, that'll bring us to Strofeus.
I cast True Strike on it to get a brief insight on its defenses. That'll give me an advantage on my first attack roll.
All right, so that's only is it a bonus action, or you have to use that is your action casting True Strike?
I think that is my. It says on your next turn, so I'm guessing it's a action.
Okay. So in that case, that's your action. Do you want to do anything, move or anything like that?
Is there any cover or anything that I can dive behind?
No. This is a pretty open room, and the stair or the chair was the only thing in there, the big chair. So I guess you could hide behind the big chair if you want, but you'd have to go by him to do it.
How big is the chair?
Big enough for an 8-foot tall being to sit in.
Is there enough room for me to like stand under the chair legs, like under the chair?
Oh no, it's like a stone throne, so there's no under to it.
How far away is it?
40 feet, but you have to go by the dragon to get there.
I'm not moving that far.
He's like, where can I run to and hide? All right,
I kind of move behind the bear.
With that, the dragon starts to not fly like you'd expect. It actually quickly, very quickly, separates the stone beneath it and slithers into the ground. And as it does this, it pops up behind you, Kaiba, and it lets out this deafening roar. So if you want to go ahead and make me a wisdom save.
At a level, at any of the levels, do I gain an extra action?
22.
22. So you kind of push it aside a little bit. It startles you, but you're prepared for it. And at this point, it comes at you, slashing with its claws.
It hits.
It probably hits. I mean, that's a 16 and a modified 22.
I was going to say, I know from fighting the dragon before, they have quite a high hit. So
They do.
How
They do.
how
They
do I how would you go about like getting bonus actions and that, or is it just what your abilities get?
It tells you if it's a bonus action.
yeah, like if the spell, oh, get my words out in a minute. Your spells will have a certain like time they can be done. So like certain ones will be done on a bonus action, certain ones will be done on an action. So in a round,
Right.
you can do. I think it's like a sentence of like 6 or less words, an action, movement, and then a bonus action.
That's exactly it. Now, you took 15 damage off of that, and after it slashes you, and you're kind of like recovering from that, you see its jaws coming at you,
Okay.
which do hit. And you take 21 damage off that one.
Who's that? Sorry.
Me.
Was it you?
No, that was him.
Alright, so the tanks took damage, that's fine.
So that'll bring us back up to Strofeus. So Strofeus, you're the dragon actually burrowed kind of in front of you, and now it is behind both of you, and it's just taking these swipes and this bite at Kaiba.
Can I use my breath weapon? So lightning.
Yeah.
What do I roll for that? Or?
Do you have to roll a breath weapon?
No, it's a save attack.
Yeah, so you do have to roll the hit, yeah. Oh no, it's save. Okay, so what's the save for breath weapons for that? Oh Christ.
I think it's dexterity.
Is it dexterity for lightning?
Yeah. Whoa.
Lightning is a dex save. Okay, so he'll make that dex save then. Let's see. You're lucky you got a 4.
Wow.
I'm just that badass. Do I roll for damage, or is it just set damage for the?
Yeah, no, you got to roll. You got to roll for damage, so it's gonna be
3d6.
Yeah.
3d6.
Yeah. I got all the stats.
6. 12 in total.
12 damage. Okay.
Yep.
And then, oh, you have advantage on your roll. Did you roll that because you're true strike?
It was only on the attack roll, not the damage roll.
Oh, so you rolled it for the attack roll though.
Sorry?
Did you roll it for the
attack?
attack roll?
Yeah, did you roll twice for your attack?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so you did that. Okay, so then yeah. So that will bring us Kaiba, Dragon, Kaiba, Scotus. So that's Kaiba, or sorry, that's the dragon back again. The dragon, you hear it in your head again, just let out this laugh like, who do you think gave you that ability? And with that, he opens his mouth, and you have to make a dex save.
Who at?
Well, let me ask where you guys are compared to each other.
I'm guessing I would be like directly in front of the dragon. My bear's like 15 foot around the side of the dragon,
I'm
and
behind
he's
the bear.
behind the dragon. So he'd be at the side of the bear, or behind the bear, should I say?
I was using him as a meat shield, unfortunately.
Is that a bear? So you guys would all be within what, 5 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. So then everybody make a DC, make a dex save.
I got 20.
20.
Dex save. Oh, that's actually really cool. 27.
So you're good. What did you get, Strofeus?
20.
20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Just give me a minute. I gotta roll 13 d6s.
Okay, now that one was satisfying.
Such a good sound.
You know what you need? You need a dice tower.
That is a dice tower.
Oh wow, I didn't even notice.
10, 20,
I made a dice tower and sort of misjudged the sizes.
30.
So currently, like, if I use it, it currently sits at like this big,
Alright,
and it's
so
like this wide.
that's 39 damage, but you'll each take 20 because you passed. So this line of fire just erupts from his mouth and just kind of blows through both of you, singeing your clothes and burning your skin up.
And I also take half because I've got.
Yeah, you take half because you've got the armor.
Do I get a bonus since I was behind cover?
No, you just get the smell of singed fur.
No, that's right. The bear takes it too. That's right.
Yeah.
Did the bear roll a dex save? What was his?
Yeah, the bear rod 22. I think it was 21, 22.
So yeah, he gets half.
So how much damage do I take for that?
20.
Why? Oh, fuck.
That's a dragon, so Kaiba.
I was just double checking what the bear was on. Can Kaya? No, Kaya, not Kaya. Kaya's my fucking wizard. Hiba do a short bow. I think he's gonna do a short bow. Double check what I've got actually.
I've got the Sword of Dragon Slaying.
Do you know what? Right, I'm just gonna with one action, or well, my whole turn. I'm literally just gonna grab the vials off my belt and throw them at him. Just gonna smash them on his because obviously he's in front of me, so I'm just gonna like with my open palms.
Throw them, don't smash them just in case it hits you.
Okay, so you're throwing both?
Yeah, just like that, and just sort of at him.
Okay. You had the blood red one and the green blurry one, right?
Yeah.
So I'll let you throw one at a time. Which one do you want to throw first?
I'll throw the red one first.
Okay. So throw the red one. I'm gonna have to make a Constitution save. Oh, he passes. Okay. So you throw the red one, and the liquid just pours down on him. It doesn't cover a big spot because he's a huge dragon. And he kind of stops for a minute as if statuesque, and then blinks and comes back to it, glaring at you as the second one comes in to hit him. Con save as well. And this one hits him, but for whatever reason, it doesn't matter where you threw it. It seems like the vial almost took a turn and went up to his eye and hit him square in the eye. And you see him kind of like taking his claw and like scratching away at it. And as he opens his eye back up, you can see this green liquid is still doing that shaky motion, blurry thing, but it's now covered his entire left eyeball. So now his vision is askew.
Oh, nice. So he's technically blind on his left side.
Yeah. So yeah. If it was someone like your guys' size, if that had happened in that room, you would have been completely blurry vision.
Yeah.
So it's not blinded, but it's blurry.
Yeah. Oh, sweet.
And that I would say would be your action since you technically attacked him, kind of.
That's absolutely fine.
And then the bear. The singed
Bear's
bear.
just gonna do the singed bear's just gonna be like shaking off sort of the embers, and he's just gonna do a standard bite. Obviously, it's the only thing you can really do, bite and claw. So if you roll, that's a natural 20, so 25.
Ooh, that bear's critting more than you guys.
I know he does. He's very lucky. And damage is 9 plus 6, so 14. No, 15.
15 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as it does that, the dragon just kind of rears back at the bear's bite at its little ankle through its like these spots in its scale, and it just almost knocked everything over. Whips its tail around to swipe at the bear. And as it actually does so, the bear catches the tail in its mouth and just chomps. There it is. and that'll. That was unlucky. I was gonna, because okay, so the dragon rolled a natural 1 because he's rolling a disadvantage with his blurry eye. So I'm like, okay, cool. Then the bear can do some damage, but the bear only did 1 damage. So yeah, the bear catches it in its mouth and then lets go, and that's the dragon squeals, and that'll bring us to Strofeus.
Out of panic, I stand up from behind the bear and go, "Oh, good idea!" I just throw my potion at him.
Which
And thus became the immortal being.
I've been waiting for this for so long. Okay. So you throw it, and this thing just cracks on the dragon's head, and this rainbow liquid starts going down. Roll me a d6.
He's going to be immune to the number that you get.
1!
A 1?
Please be a good one.
So this dragon, this brass dragon, its scales are, they're brassy like a trumpet. All of a sudden, as the liquid comes down, it turns blue.
It's now a water dragon?
No, it's just a blue. It's just a blue brass dragon.
So it just changed the colour?
Yeah.
I seriously thought it was going to be something on the lines of like, oh, now he's immune to cold damage. Like,
I know, that's why I've been waiting for you guys to throw that one for so long.
I just wasted a turn and just give him a quick hair dye or something.
All it did is you roll 1d6, and I have 6 colors laid out, and that's the color that skin would have changed to.
that is pretty cool.
Dragon's
Good job there was no splashback on the bear.
Just have a permanently dyed blue bear.
Yeah, just a blue bear.
Actually, yes. So one of these rainbow drops falls off. Go ahead and roll a d6. If you roll a 6, roll again.
Oh, thank you. Is that for me? Yeah.
No, for Tom.
Oh, okay.
For the bear.
I got a 5.
So your bear is now yellow. So this drop comes out from the bear. The parts the fur that are still there, turn yellow. And the skin that's there from where it got burned off kind of turns like a greenish yellow with the mixture with the skin's natural pigment. So now you've got this weird looking bear, if you can still call it a bear.
He looks like a giant Pikachu.
If only he could attack like that.
I know, right?
So now with this, the dragon just goes, and you hear a scream. This is out loud now, and your kind of goes, "Enough of this!" And he just starts beating his wings and taking off the ground. All of you, including the bear, are going to have to make a dex save.
I like dex saves. 23.
19.
And the bear gets 21.
All right, so 21. What was yours, Thomas?
23.
23, and then Strofeus.
19.
19. Okay, Strofeus, you, Kaiba, you're able to grip the bear's remaining yellow fur, kind of like looking at it weird as you do. And you're able to hold your ground a little bit as the wings kind of beat. Strofeus, you get tumbled back, taking 15 damage as you do, and you just kind of fall and roll a little bit, and you fall onto your back. And the dragon then comes after you above the ground and just takes its tail and tries to slam it down on you. This giant blue streak just flying through from behind you. Not happy about being changed color, because brass dragons, or any dragon, is very proud of its color.
Of its origin.
Yeah, you just took that away.
Hmm?
That's a 14. Does that hit you?
My armor class is 16, so no.
Oh, you guys are so lucky this thing has to roll at disadvantage right now because of the blind eye. So yeah, the tail kind of, as it looks, and its eyes just kind of like twitching its eye, it just slams its tail down next to you.
How much are them potions worth?
The potions were worth?
Yeah.
It's gonna work. I rolled for how many hours? Don't worry about it.
No, how much is it worth? Like,
Oh, I don't know. I never calculated that because I figured you guys would probably use them instead of sell them.
yeah, but how much is it worth? The blinding potion.
I don't know. They'd probably be worth anywhere between 100 and 200 gold because they're rare, but they're not super rare. Any alchemist could probably pick them.
I think the last time I encountered a color changing potion, because it involved like so many different pigments and flowers and stuff, it was like 3,000 something gold. But obviously they're just like so rare.
Oh
But
yeah,
then
this
like
one, any alchemist can make this one for you. This little rainbow potion.
that's absolutely amazing.
Now that was the dragon's turn. That'll bring us back to Kaiba.
I am going to. I will do. You know what? I've just got Hunter's Mark on it already, so I'll use my bonus action to do Hail of Thorns. At third level, use my last third level slot.
Do it.
And then knowing what dragons have, probably not do any dent in its health. Then obviously I'll move. Let me just have a look at what I can do. Please. Wait for that. Okay, I'll stay where I am. I'll take the disadvantage. On shooting as close as I can. And I will do a bow attack.
Go for it.
Oh, nat 20. I love this dice.
Put that one up on a pedestal.
It's the one I use like all the time as well. Why's my camera off?
Oh, what? I didn't even know that.
So nat 20, that is it's only 2d6, but still. 2d6. That's 6 plus 5 is 11, plus 5, 16, plus the Hunter's Marks plus 4. No, that's a d6.
Yeah, Hunter's Mark is 1d6.
So that's 16 plus 3 is 19 damage.
Nicely done. Nicely
And
done.
then Hail of Thorns, he needs to roll a dex save.
He gets a 13.
He fails.
Okay.
So that is 3d10.
So as he Hail of Thorns, that's the one. Is that the one where you like put the? No, that's Cordon of Arrows. Never mind.
Yeah, the Cordon of Arrows. Hail of Thorns is basically when I use my next weapon attack, i.e. the bow I've just done.
Mhm.
I also expend like a few more arrows just to like fire at it. I'm keeping track of the arrows. And I get to roll 3d10 because I cast it at third. So that is 9, 18 plus 7 is 25.
So as the three arrows, the extra arrows come flying at it, you see it just kind of puff out its nose, this steam, and these arrows just disintegrate. He's using his legendary resistance, which means he can take a throw that he failed and choose to succeed.
So he takes half of that damage then.
Yeah, so half of it. As he blows up 2 of these arrows, so see what's half of the damage from the last arrow that hits him.
25 would be 13.
Yeah, 13. Okay. That'll bring us to the bear. The yellow bear.
The yellow bear decides to. He's very pissed off for being yellow.
30.
And he gets a 19 to attack with.
And he attacks me.
That'll do it.
And he gets a 6 plus. Oh, they really should. This character sheet is a bit of an overdue. The bear needs to be at the top with my stats. So it's 6 plus 6, so he gets 12 damage.
Nice. Okay. Strofeus.
Alright, I tried to use banishment, didn't I? I used Ice Storm on the thing here. Did I end up using Blight?
You didn't use Blight. If you have more spell slots, you can use Banishment again.
Yeah, you can use all your spells more than once. It's just your spell slots. So, like, say if you have
I'm
like,
just trying to work out how many spell slots I've used for level 4. I think I've used 2, if I remember right. Yeah, right, okay. I can't remember what Blight does.
Blight does something with necrotic damage, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
with Blight, you go up. Excuse me. You go up and you touch the creature, and depending on what level you roll at, if it succeeds a con save, You roll damage, and it will take either full or half damage.
Or I could just banish it.
You could attempt to banish it.
I just point at the creature and just attempt to banish it with all my might. Just you can see the frustration and concentration on my face as a bead of sweat just drips down my face.
All right, what's the save that he has to make?
I think it's Constitution.
His
Oh, it's
Constitution.
Charisma, sorry.
Charisma. 16 is his save. What's your DC?
What did he roll?
He rolled a 16.
He failed
Oh,
because yours is 17.
So
Oh,
what happens is you see this dragon start
spell
to,
save. Sorry, yeah.
as you yell at it, and it's like this be gone creature style of trying to get rid of it. You see it just go poof, and it's just gone.
Wow, that was easy.
And this sigh of relief comes over you until you hear the poof again, and it just appears back in front of you. As it's going to use its other legendary resistance to succeed on the roll instead of fail.
And as a
Nice
bonus
try, but you're fighting the dragon.
As a bonus action, I'm going to use... what's it called? Font of Magic, and convert some sorcery points into a level 4 spell slot.
Do it. Trying to get out of fighting the dragon.
Well, the thing is, as soon as that spell ends, I think it lasts like for a certain amount of time. It basically he'd just reappear anyway.
I think that's is it a concentration? So as long as he's thinking about it, it won't come back.
Yeah, concentration. So like, and duration's up to a minute.
So that would be 10 rounds.
Yeah. So obviously, after he's gone, it'd have to constantly think about this dragon being gone.
Mm. Which it doesn't have to, because it's back.
Oh, joy. Thanks.
All right, so that would be your turn. So now we're back at the dragon. And you hear that voice now inside your head. It's almost pounding inside your head, Strofeus. I am the scourge of the dwarves, the leader of the Dragonborn. The Blue Mountains will be mine again. You think you can banish me? And with that, it lets out this giant bellowing roar, which you're going to have to make a wisdom save.
Oh.
You'll have to make a wisdom save too. And the bear.
20.
I got that 20, and my bear got that 1.
All right, so
Your bear's been overdue. Come on.
the bear has been overdue, and that's why the nat 1 is going to have this happen. So you guys succeed again, shaking off that the dragon's trying to get inside of your head with this roar of this terrifying scream. The bear, however, already anxious from that potion that fell on it, just takes off and bolts out the door you guys came in. And it's like, nope, done. I've been burned. I've been turned yellow. I hate this. I'm leaving. And you see it just kind of cowering. You can see its little like yellow butt on the other side of the door, just cowering over there, shaking.
Especially as he's anxious anyway, going into a fight with the dragon.
Yeah,
and he had the anxiousness anyway beforehand. Is now there, like pretty much just having a nervous breakdown. Like the mental bond between me, I can feel him going, fuck's sake, it's a dragon, sort of thing. Like,
for sake of mechanics,
pause overhead.
Sake of mechanics, now it's going to be frightened for 1 minute.
That's cool.
It can make the saving throw on its turn if you wanted to, again, to see if it breaks it. But
yeah.
With that, it now comes at you with both these claws, Strofeus. Looking
You're
to
gonna die.
scratch your eyes out. Let's see. Oh, that's right.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no, that's over. That's never mind. The green liquid is actually gone out of its eye now. I forgot to tell you that last round. But it gets both its bites. It has a modified 20 and a 16. Do they both hit?
Just the 20.
Just the 20. What's your AC?
16.
Oh, that hits. Ties hit.
Oh, what?
On or above.
You know what? It's having a disadvantage. Oh, I can't. I've used all my spell slots. No! I have something else. Wait, where is it? I have something that helps. Oh, where is it? I'm just wondering, what does meta magic do, by the way?
Meta magic?
Yeah.
I think it has different varying effects. Meta magic.
You want to have a quick look?
I got it pulled up. Let me see. Meta magic. Oh nope, I'm on the races, not the classes. Better think something quick.
Attack roll. Oh, it's not an ability check, is it? It's just.
At third level, you gain the ability to twist your spells to suit your needs. You gain 2 of the following meta magic options of your choice. You gain 1 at 10th and 1 at 17th. So right now you'll have 1. So you've got Careful Spell, which lets you force 1 creature to make a saving throw. You can protect some of those creatures from the spell's full force. Distance spell, you can cast a spell that has a range of 5 feet or greater and spend 1 sorcery point to double the range. Empowered spell, I'll send you the list so you can have a quick look.
Yeah, you're actually 10th level, so you get 2. You can choose 2. Oh, 3. Sorry, you can choose 3. If you were to use meta magic.
I don't actually have anything that can save me from that. Alright, I get hit by both.
Well, actually, I'll save it because it's a multi-attack, so he's gonna actually take a bite at you too.
Jesus. Thanks.
Jesus can't help you now.
As he charges at me, I'm praying to
So the claws just come gripping into your sides, and you take 26 damage from those. And as it goes to bite you, it snaps just short, as if it just can't reach you.
Alright. I'm dead.
You're dead?
Yeah.
What's your max health?
Oh,
What's your max health?
54.
Okay, so you're only actually dead if you go negative 54.
I thought I had to do a death saves on you.
Yeah, now you're just knocked out. Unconscious. But that'll bring us back to you, Kaiba-Wan, who you just saw the claws dig into each side of Strofeus' ribcage and just pulled out, and the blood just started gushing as he tipped over. And your bear is now cowering at the door, so it's just you in this room with this brass dragon, which is blue.
I rolled 30 to hit. Short bow. 1d6. So it's 2d6 plus 5 because the. That's 11 damage.
11 damage, okay.
And on my bonus attack, bonus thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, bonus round. I will use. Oh, where is it? No, I'll have to do it next one. No, that's fine. I'll stay. I'll just do what I've just done.
If you want to, you can roll the bear's wisdom save again to see if he's unfrightened. His anxious potion has worn off, just like the green one has. But he's still frightened from the dragon.
You got 20 modified.
Okay, so he's fine. He's also immune if the dragon does the roar again for the next 24 hours.
Okay.
Out of game. No, in game you hear that voice in your head. He's fine for the next 24 hours.
Yeah, the dragon's just saying like you're all gonna die, but I just thought I'd tell you.
That's better. Strofeus, that'll finish you. You want to roll your first?
Save.
So roll. I think a d20. It's 9 or less.
Natural 20, so that's 2 successes.
Oh, that's 2 successes. Beautiful. Too bad you just wasted that on deaths or successes, but you know, could have used that for an attack.
Yeah. If only.
All right. So now Dragon's back. So the dragon just dropped that one and looks back at you, Kaiba, and goes, only one remains. Let's make quick work of this. And he opens his mouth, and this fire line just erupts again, similar to the one that happened earlier. So go ahead and make your dex save as well as your bears.
Okay.
Not you, Strofeus, because you're dead.
Well,
Yeah.
There's another reference right there. I'm not dead yet.
Right, so I got
We'll call it a draw.
I'm getting better.
22.
Monty
and the
Python.
bear
We'll
got-
call it a draw.
22 on that one. Okay.
And the bear got 18.
Bear got 18. So the bear is going to take 49 damage.
Okay.
You are going to take 25.
And then is that halved again with my resistance?
Yep.
The 25 damage.
So 25 halved is going to be what, 13?
Yes.
Yeah. It's your padded
Yeah.
armor. That was a good find. I kind of like rolling random for the treasure. That made it more fun. Because I don't think you would have survived half these attacks without the resistance to fire damage.
If I'd have failed that would have knocked me prone. Well, knocked me out as well. If I hadn't have had the armor and obviously succeeded.
It's your turn.
I'm going to be like, we can both play that game. And just sort of wink at him. And then I'll use my breath weapon as well.
The dragon blushes.
Yeah, he kind of like cocks his head a little bit, like.
Did you just wink at me?
And your head, you hear it. We'll see.
So the save for mine. Yeah, so he has to roll a Constitution save for mine.
He rolls a 22.
So yeah, he passes that. So he'll take half damage. 3, 6, 1, 2, 3. That's 12. 17 damage.
17.
So what's that? 9? No. Yeah, 9. And then just before like the round, like just as I finish, I'm like, do you realise you could probably work with us and live alongside us?
Interesting notion, but I prefer your full servitude. With actually, your bear's good now, so your bear can go too if you want.
Okay, so
If you want
you
to try
roll
and get back in the room,
modified 20.
that'll do it.
Just gonna like run up in range and just bite his leg again. So he got 10 damage.
Okay. So now, yeah, this thing, each leg has some good gouges out from the bears. Pretty much attack each one. Bleeding. It's bleeding from various spots where arrows have hit it, and your fire singed it a little bit. The blood now standing very, very dark red against the blue skin. But that brings us to Strofeus. If you want to roll your next save.
I can use.
Now you wouldn't be. I don't think you'll be able to use any spells because you're technically unconscious.
I can use Tides of Chaos, and I gain advantage on a saving throw. Would I be able to use it on a death save?
I'll say yes.
Although if it does, I think it's Tides of Chaos after I use it once. If I ever get a 1 on a spell, I have to do a Wild Magic Surge.
Nah, nice.
Don't say nice. It's terrifying. All right, I got a 19.
Nice. So that's one. So now you are standing up with 1 hit point, I think, and you're conscious.
So we get a.
You don't get a turn. That's your action is to be able to stand back up.
Speakers go. See, not dead yet.
The dragon lets out that roar again, that frightful presence that it has. So now you both have to roll and the bear, the wisdom save.
Oh.
The bear's immune.
Oh, the bear's immune. That's right. Never mind.
Yep.
18 plus 2, so 20.
Wisdom plus 3, 20. 20. Yeah, 17 plus 3.
All right, so you guys are both good. Kaiba, it comes at you with both of the claws, going to rip you to shreds. Both those hit. I mean, it rolled an 11 and 19. It gets plus 11, so
Yeah.
So you take 28 damage.
Okay.
And the tail, or the bite, you see this long neck creak back and look back at you, Strofeus, as the bite comes at you.
I just let out the most scary squeal you ever hear.
You hear the voice in your head just go, "Scream all you want," as it goes and takes its snap at you, rolling an 18.
Oh, fuck's sake. Can I give it I can't even give it a disadvantage. I used all my funds. I'm so weak right now.
Luckily, it rolled 2 2s on its D10, so you took 8 damage.
I don't have 8 damage.
Or 10 damage, I'm sorry.
I don't have 10 damage.
So you're unconscious again.
I'm on -9.
So this bite takes a good chunk out of your shoulder,
This dragon's just bullying me now.
your teeth, and goes, "This time, stay down." And
The song. I get back up. I get knocked down again.
it is very fitting. But Kaiba, that brings us back to you.
Same again. Hunter's Mark. We're obviously still on. Just a standard short bow attack. Yeah, that hits. Oh, I've got to roll less than a 15 to not hit really. So he just got a 29.
Nice.
It'll cast Hail of Thorns beforehand. At second level, which is 2d10.
Ooh, if you roll high, better roll high.
So he has to roll a dex save.
Which dice to use? We'll use this one.
Because
He
I'm unconscious,
rolled
can I-
a 14.
Because I'm unconscious, can I use reaction, or is it...
No, when you're unconscious, you can't really do anything except roll your saves.
So he literally takes all damage. So I'll just roll the 2d10 plus obviously my standard, which is plus 5. That's 10. That's 16. That's 26. That's a 9. So that's 35.
For whatever reason, this arrow, this chunk of arrows that go flying at it, it finds every wound that's already been opened that you find as you fire this series of arrows off. The dragon just lets out a big, huge roar. This isn't the frightful presence roar. This is a roar of pain from what you've known from dragons. It's obviously hurting. It's kind of stumbling a little bit. But that'll bring us to your bear.
The bear's still really pissed off that it's yellow, and the fact that obviously he's still really annoyed because he was a black bear. Do you know what I mean? And now he's bright yellow. Such as the dragon's being honoured with that colour. He's just gonna ravage his ankle again with the bite. And that is a natural 20 again. I love my bear. Then that is 4 plus 4 plus the 6 is 14.
Can't believe I'm saying this from the bear. Describe how your bear kills the dragon.
What?
No. Okay, I'm actually shocked by that.
I am too. All this fighting and your freaking yellow singed bear just ended the dragon.
Okay, so the bear's just obviously going to go in for what he thinks is just going to be a normal bite.
It's starting really turns red instead of yellow.
Yeah, as he digs his teeth in, he just rips the main artery in the leg. Just obviously gushes blood.
And as this blood just pours out, you all get covered in the deep red blood. Like ours is bright red, normal human blood, but this is like a deep, deep red. Strofeus on the ground is just consumed by this wave of blood that comes flying out.
I'm now drowning.
And this eerie silence takes over the room as this dragon just falls dead.
Can you come save me now?
You kind of think back to your upbringings as a Dragonborn child in this tribe, and you knew coming in that Broveth was the enslaver of the Dragonborn ages and ages ago. And that it took an alliance of Dragonborn and dwarves to expel her. And they didn't kill her. She ended up flying away rather than dying. But no one ever thought she would come back. And as you go over to reach down to kind of patch up Strofeus, your vision starts to fog and go blurry. And as it starts to fog again and go blurry, and all of a sudden your vision starts waving, you realize that the cave walls of this room start to fade and are replaced with the familiar canvas of the Elder Sage's tent. And as you come back into view, the Sage takes his hand off both your shoulders and kind of looks at both of you and goes, "That is most upsetting. But at least we know now the outcome. You may begin the hunt."
No way. That's
In
good.
a moment of shock, I'm just like, see? Told you I wouldn't die.
And the Elder looks back at you, Strofeus, and goes, "You may want to bring an extra weapon."
Can I punch the Elder in the face?
And then becomes a new storyline.
You could, but I don't think it would go well for you. But yeah, so the entire time it was actually because the Elder uses a vision to try and pick who's going to go, and a vision is what told him that you guys would encounter trouble. But yeah, the entire time it was when he passed around that bowl and came to pat you each on the shoulder to tell you that it was time to go. He was actually looking into each of your respective futures to see how the hunt was going to play out, to see if he could get a better vision of what this flame and this fire was. He actually, if you guys would have probed him in the beginning, he actually knew that it was Brovest, but he wanted confirmation from somebody else's visions and someone else's future line of sight. But that's it. That's Calm Before the Storm.
That was mad. I can't believe my bear finished it. That was crazy.
I can't believe your bear killed it either. I was like all ready for this epic fight of you and the dragon, but nope, it's the bear. The bear is the hero.
I was hoping there was going to be at least maybe 1 or 2 more rounds where like Strofeus will get back up, get knocked down again.
I know, that's what I thought was just going to
happen. You know what I mean? Like, you just going, yay, yay,
I mean, the dragon, it had 172 health, and you guys just cleaned it.
See, I was getting ready for all of the things to say when my guy stood back up. It's just like, I told you I will not die yet.
I was actually, that's why I wanted to get all of its big attacks either way. So I went into it fully expecting you to die. So whether you died or whether you lived, it was going to be the same outcome.
That's pretty cool.
It was the vision. And obviously if you died, then that would have been a different story. But
I enjoyed that. That was good.
Was it?
Bit of a dickish move on the it was all but a dream though.
Yeah. Well, thank you for playing. It's a bummer Steve couldn't be here to finish it out, but he'll watch it, and
he's on the enjoyment of his own little adventure at the moment, isn't he?
Yes, the new baby adventure. Well, with that, I think we'll sign off. Thank you everyone for tuning in to Tabletop Dads to watch our 3-part one-shot, if that makes sense. Game. Thank you for these wonderful players as they came through, and we will come back to you soon with more games, more videos, and more fun. So thanks everyone for watching.